It's Tara and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am so excited because I have my lovely husband here.
Me.
Can we get an applause?
Golf clap.
He is joining me on this video today because we are going to be doing a romantic dinner for two for Valentine's Day. Are you so excited?
So excited.
Are you so excited? He's never in the kitchen with me.
Yeah, this is the one place you'll actually never find me.
No.
Is here.
It's the worst.
I can make a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and that's the extent. Not even that good?
Not even
Clumps of peanut butter?
It's so bad, and then he leaves crumbs everywhere. Needless to say, I don't like my husband in the kitchen with me. This is practically my office space.
Yes.
And like
Her domain, Tara's domain.
And you just leave out of it. Anyways, so today we're gonna be doing 4 courses. Stop it, stop laughing.
Okay.
This is serious. We're doing 4 courses today. We're gonna do an amazing salad with an avocado cilantro dressing. We're gonna do a shrimp appetizer with tomatoes and saffron. And then we're gonna do a pomegranate glazed salmon dish and also a blackberry cobbler. Isn't that gonna be so good tonight?
Yeah. Sounds delicious.
I don't know, Rob.
I scored.
You kind of scored with me. You really did.
Yep.
You really did score with me. No, I scored with you too. I love you. So it's gonna be a good time. I cannot wait to show you what we're gonna be making today and how you're gonna spice it up for a romantic night in or Valentine's Day or any kind of holiday that you just wanna, light up some
Candles.
candles and fire
And
in the
something
house.
else. Nice.
Anyways, let's go. Let's do this. Mwah. All right, guys, so the first thing we're going to be making is our salad. I'm making our salad first because it's easy. I could put it away. And the good thing is that I can make this ahead. I can even make this the morning of or the night before and just kind of let it sit in the fridge and bring it back out when I'm ready to serve. On that note, I have a bunch of romaine lettuce. I'm just going to cut that up. I have a little bit of scraps here. I'm just gonna chop these up as well. Right. The next thing we're going to add to the salad is some radicchio. So radicchio is so good for you. It's crazy. And it's really good for your libido. It's really great for your hormone health. So I always like to add it to my salads. Like so. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add some celery. So I'm gonna add about 3 celery here. Perfect. The celery in this really adds a nice crunch and depth. We're also gonna add some cilantro. Perfect. Look at that, guys. Give that a good little toss. And that is it for our salad base. Super easy. Because let's be honest, on a romantic night, you don't want to be slaving away in the kitchen. You want to have an easy dinner to make that is romantic, but yet not exhausting to make. You want to have a lot of energy afterwards because you don't want it to like defeat the whole purpose of a romantic night in, right? So we're making this really easy and simple. Now that we have our salad, we're gonna make our salad dressing. I have a little bit of water in here. I wanna say it's about 1/4 cup to about 1/2 cup of water. We're gonna add in avocado in. Whole avocado is good. There we go. Get in there. There. We're gonna add some lime juice. I like to add the juice of 1 lime. We have 2 garlic cloves. I have 1/4 cup of cashews, which I did soak overnight. So I like to soak my cashews before I put it into a dressing because it's more creamier and it just tastes a lot better. Also going to add some cilantro. Pack that in there. I'm putting this into my little ninja bullet thing, but feel free to put this in your blender, whatever you have to blend it up. I'm going to add 1/2 of an jalapeno and de-seed it as well. Take out all the little seeds. Spice is always good as an aphrodisiac because it gets your blood flowing. Also adding some good quality olive oil. I want to say that's about 1/4 cup. We're going to add some salt and pepper and a little bit of salt for good luck. Just going to close this all up and put it into our blender. All right guys, so that's it for the dressing. We're just going to pour that into a cute little container so that we can serve it elegantly with our dish later. Okay guys, so the next thing we're going to do is make our pomegranate glaze for our salmon. I have a wild salmon, sockeye salmon here, and it's at about a 2-pound fillet. I got a large portion, that way we can like do it kind of family style and share it together. I feel like that's such a romantic way to serve your dinner. So on that note, for the glaze, I have 3 tablespoons of white miso. I have some garlic, chopped up garlic, I love garlic, so I always put a lot in mine, but it's good to have about 3 or 4 cloves of chopped garlic. Next thing I have here is 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, 2 tablespoons of avocado oil, 2 tablespoons of pomegranate molasses. You guys, pomegranate is so good for your sex drive, so you definitely want to add that. Also, I'm going to zest 1 orange, and after we zest the orange, we're going to squeeze the remainder of it inside of our marinade. Next thing we're adding is about 1/4 teaspoon of salt and a little bit of pepper. Again, just kind of put it to taste, whatever amount of salt and pepper that you like. And we're just going to whisk this up. Okay guys, so now that our marinade is all whisked up, we are going to pour this onto our salmon. And we're just going to spread that evenly all around our beautiful fish here. Really make sure that we get some underneath as well. So we're going to let this marinade sit for a minimum of 15 minutes. And the best part is that you can make this the night before. I love to make this fish 24 hours before, like the night before I'm about to bake it, because that marinade just gets in that fish and it's so delicious. But for the sake of this video, I'm just making a quick marinade so you guys can see the steps. Again, minimum of 15 minutes and no more than 24 hours. So go crazy with whatever time you want to put that marinade on there. All right guys, so while our salmon is marinating, I'm going to show you what we're going to be laying that beautiful salmon on top of, and that is some amazing fennel. I love fennel because A, it's super, super good for you, and B, it's good for your sex drive, because that's the whole point, guys, of all of this. And I love the smell and taste of it. It has a very great hint of like a licorice-y kind of. I'm gonna add 2 or 3 fennels here. Chop these up thinly. So we're gonna braise the fennel before we bake it with the salmon. Let's move on over to the stove. First thing we're gonna be doing here is heating up a little bit of I have avocado oil. I am not cooking with olive oil anymore because of its smoke point. So it only can go up to a certain temperature before it starts going rancid, and it's actually toxic for your body. So you don't want to cook with it, especially if you're using high temperatures. All right, so on that note, I'm using avocado oil, and we're just gonna add our fennel in here and a little bit of garlic. I have I think I have about 3 garlic cloves here that I've chopped up. Give that all a quick stir. Oh, it smells so good already. I love it. We're just gonna let this cook for a couple minutes before we add some white wine. All right, guys, so I'm gonna start making the wine saffron reduction for the shrimp dish that we're making. So I have some beautiful saffron here that my mom brought from Iran for me, because anytime anybody goes to Iran, I'm like, please bring me some turmeric and bring me some saffron. That's all I want. Maybe some gold too. Iranian gold is pretty damn good as well. So anyways, just add a pinch of that. I want to say that's probably about 1/4 teaspoon. Give this a quick stir because it's kind of burning up a little bit. Add some white wine to your fennel. All right, let that cook. Back to the saffron. We're just going to put that in a mortar here. Perfect. Put in a little saucepan. Now we're going to add about 1/2 cup of white wine into our saffron, and we're just going to let the saffron infuse with the wine and give it that beautiful golden saffron color. We're going to add this to our shrimp. All right, guys, you see how the saffron and the wine are now boiling up? We're just going to turn that off, set that to the side, and we're going to pour this into our shrimp mix in a short bit. Now, let's put our salmon back into the oven now with our braised fennel. All right, guys, we have our marinade. We have some beautiful sliced blood oranges that I've placed on top. If you don't have blood oranges, you can use regular oranges, that's fine, but I just love the color of blood oranges. We're just going to put this into our oven that's set to 400 degrees for 20 minutes. All right, guys, so in the same saucepan that you just braised your fennel in, you're just going to bring that back up on the stove, and you're going to add, we're gonna add a little bit more of avocado oil, probably about a tablespoon there. Then we're going to add our white wine and our saffron liquid. And then we're going to add our shrimp. So I have 15 shrimp here that have been deveined and the shell has been taken off. I'm gonna add a teaspoon of cumin. We're gonna add a little bit of pepper. Pre-cook these beautiful shrimps in that amazing golden saffron. I mean, look at that color. It's beautiful. By the way, guys, saffron is known as one of the oldest aphrodisiac ingredients to date, probably. Isn't that crazy? I had no idea. I'm gonna take the shrimp and put it on a separate plate here. We're going to make the tomato sauce for the shrimp. So I have a 28-ounce can of diced tomatoes, and I have 4 garlic cloves that I've chopped up. And I'm just going to give that a quick stir. Again, I'm gonna add a little bit of pepper and a little bit of salt. I'm gonna let that come to a quick simmer, and then I'm going to add the shrimp back to my tomato base. Guys, so my tomato base has come to a beautiful simmer. And now I'm just going to add my shrimp back into my tomato sauce. Get all that, as much of that beautiful saffron as you can. We're just going to put this on super low heat until we are ready to serve our shrimp. All right, guys, so far we have made an amazing salad. We've made a shrimp appetizer, a pomegranate glazed salmon, and now we are off to the final step, which is our dessert, which is a blackberry cobbler. Now, about all of these dishes, before I go on to this next dish, is that we are pretty much all paleo. Like, I'm not using any refined sugars, there's no gluten, there's no dairy. I'm like not using anything that's gonna cause inflammation to the body. We're keeping our dishes super, super clean and healthy because we wanna have energy after dinner. We want to feel good after dinner. I don't want to feel stuffed. I don't want to feel lethargic. It just defeats the whole purpose of a romantic dinner, because you want to be intimate with your significant other. You want to be able to like just have a great rest of your night, because that's the whole purpose of setting this entire setting. So on that note, let's go to our dessert. I'm going to be making a blackberry cobbler. Blackberries are known as an aphrodisiac. Again, I know I keep on saying aphrodisiac, but that's the whole point, is to like get our senses flowing, get our blood flowing, making us feel super good. So on that note, I have 2.5, roughly about 2 pints of blackberries here. What we're going to be adding is 3 tablespoons of maple syrup, 1 tablespoon of tapioca. If you don't have tapioca, you can also use arrowroot. I'm going to be putting in 2 tablespoons of rose water. I love rose water, so I add it whenever possible. But if you can't find rose water, you can purchase it on my Amazon shop. Or if you don't like the taste of rose, you could just use water as well. Just a couple tablespoons, just to give it a little bit of a consistency here. I also have 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then we're going to zest 1 lemon. The rose water with the lemon and the vanilla and blackberries. I mean, come on guys, does it get any better? I'm also going to juice my lemon, just half of it, to give everything a quick toss. Gorgeous. Just gonna set that to the side. All right, so now we're going to make the topping for this. So I have 1 cup of almond flour. I'm also going to add 3 tablespoons of coconut oil. Then I'm also going to add 3 to 4 tablespoons of maple syrup, 1/4 teaspoon of almond extract. I have 1 teaspoon of cardamom and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. All right, just gonna give that all a quick stir and it'll crumble up. It's so beautiful and it smells so good. I have a 5x9 Pyrex here. Just going to add my blackberry, and then I'm just going to take little clumps of my almond flour mix. Just gonna add that on top of my blackberries. Kind of doesn't get any better than this. We are going to stick this in the oven for 40 minutes, and by the time we're done with dinner, as far as eating it, I'll be able to take out our dessert and it's ready to be eaten at the end of dinner. So I have my blackberry cobbler. I have set the oven to 350 degrees, and I'm gonna stick this in here for 40 minutes. All right guys, so all 4 courses are pretty much done. I just have to serve it up. I'm going to now make my dinner setting, and then I'll show you how I'm gonna put everything together. So let's clean up here and let's take it to the dining table. I love bringing out my fine china anytime I'm doing a romantic dinner, because it gives me a reason to bring out the best, even though it's a little cheesy. I think it's a little cheesy, but I always like to do this. All right guys, my table is set, my dishes are ready, and it's now time to serve everything up. Can't wait for you guys to see the final product. I know. Ready
Oh
for
my God.
our romantic dinner for two? Are you so excited? All right, guys, so that is it. I have our amazing salad with a creamy avocado cilantro dressing. I have our saffron infused with white wine shrimp. I have our pomegranate molasses salmon, and I have an amazing blackberry cobbler sitting in the oven waiting for us to enjoy after dinner. So that is it, guys. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel, comment below, let me know what you want to see more of, and also make sure to like this video. And are you ready?
I'm ready. It's from sitting down.
It's gonna be a wild night, baby.
What?
You don't even know. You don't even know what is in this.
Let the games begin.
Let the games begin. All right, guys. So we're gonna need some privacy now. We'll see you guys next week. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.